Okay, so during this dream, it's a short one. It happened during a nap. I see a person. I'm seeing through their eyes. I see myself parking a vehicle, a kind of a small four-door car. Not sure. It's a light-colored car. I'm parking it on like a city street, and it's like where you got to pay a toll to park there. A parking meter is there. I see that only for an instant. There's a lot of trees and shrubberies around. They're going to this building, which I believe to be a school, and they can't enter on the side where they had to park along the street. There may or may not have been a dispute about the parking spot, or there was going to be, and it was avoided. I just got a feel of that. The building is beautiful. It's got a lot of detail in the carvings into the cement on the outside. There's a lot of flowers and shrubbery around, and it has the day is beautiful. The sun is shining, and there's a breeze. I see the bushes moving slightly, and I feel cool air. Not cold, just pleasant. So I walk around the other side of the building because that's where the entrance is. I see myself thinking that, and I go to do it. Well, I don't see myself doing the walk. I just know that I did the walk. And next thing I know, I'm like half sitting on the ground on the other side of the building. There is where I'm at, it's a grassy area, almost like when you have a little garden around where a sidewalk is around, at like schools or even county buildings or anything like that. It is still really nice out, but the thing is I see myself like I woke up, as if I took a nap and now I'm late for something. The grass is very green on this area. The area is about the length of the building. The building is to my right as I'm sitting there, and facing from the way that I came around the building. And there were steps. At the point, I know in my head that in the point that I had gotten around the building, there were cement type steps, like maybe 5 steps, maybe 6 steps with railing, the silver like rails, and the steps are in a half of like hexagon shape, there's 3 areas: a main part to walk up, 2 guardrail things for you to hold on to, handrails, and then 2 more up the side that are attached to the building that go to a big door. The building's beautiful, lots of detail on that side also. That is what I know was there prior to me actually like sitting on the lawn and taking a nap or whatever it was that happened. Somehow I feel like I just woke up. Now, when I do this, I am thinking in my head, I needed to turn in a paper. I needed to turn in a document or some kind of paper to this building. I'm saying it was a school. That's what I think it is. I feel like I might have been a college student in this that is lax a little bit, or I'm not sure, but I know that I'm laying on this grassy area, really dark, pretty thick green grass. There's a bush there, like a flowering bush, a short one, a very small one with long wisps of dark green grass, very long, and then the flower buds that are purplish throughout it. I can't place exactly what kind of flowers they are or anything, or what kind of bush it could be. So that's like a side note. It's not something I focused on. What I'm focusing on is that once I get up, like, oh my goodness, I gotta take this paper in before this building closes. That's how long I've supposedly been asleep. I reach down to pick up my belongings, and it's like water, like putting my hand through water, yet I'm not wet. I was supposedly just laying there sleeping in my mind's eye, but now it's like water. I can see the grass beneath it. But it's not water. It's almost like reaching through a dimension or something. That's how it almost comes off to me. That is exactly how it comes off to me. It's like water, like on movies when you watch them put their arm through and the rippling effect. It's like that. And I reach down and I pick up this. I see a what looks like. I was thinking, because I used to play darts, and I was thinking it was a dart flight, because I've seen flights that look like that in that particular shape, but thinking upon it, I'm positive it's a guitar pick. It is definitely a guitar pick. It was all black with red, dark red insignia kind of thing. Into scratched. It's like not scratched. Don't do it. It was made that way. So I picked that up because it's important. I feel it's important to me, and I pick up something. I see something down in there, and I reach and pick it up, and then I see this object. I don't see my hand around it. I see it in the air. It's like on a video game when you pick up objects. Some video games, you pick up objects and then it lets you focalize on that object and spin it around and look at it. And this is kind of the feel that I have on this. There's a white background and my hand's not even touching it. This thing is moving because I want it to. And it is a head to an old screwdriver. The middle rod is not there at all. It is red. It's one of the old red ones with a red, one piece is red and the next piece is like a see-through or silicone looking. It's not silicone, it was hard. I'm sure whoever knows about these screwdrivers will know what I'm talking about. But it's broken. I can see the hole through the top with jagged where like the whole middle metal piece has been broken out of it. I see both ends that way. But it really focuses on the angle of this drawing that I did of it with the top with the hole. And I'm thinking to myself, well, that's broken. And I throw it back in the water. Or onto the ground, we'll put it that way. I throw it back onto the ground. I throw it back. So I'm grabbing up, I have a notebook, like a binder, and papers and pencil, and I'm picking those up, I'm stuffing this stuff in my arms. There's another object, a large object. I can't remember what it was, so it must not have been very important. It was there, but it wasn't important at this point. If it comes to me some other time, I will add that to this video so that people can see, or add an update. So in my mind's eye, there's this paper that I have done that has to be turned in. It has to be given in order for me to either get credit for it. If it's a school paper, it would be so that I could get credit for it. I know that, but I'm not exactly positive whether. I believe it's a college situation where I need to turn this in for my credits. But anyway, so this only takes a matter of it only takes a matter of seconds for me to see all these flashes as they are. The thing is that I realize the building is closed. I slept through the building being open. I laid down, took a nap for whatever reason on that ground, and now I've missed turning in this paper. I look at the building, and the steps that were once there, the beautiful steps, are now like in the building. They're like flat, flush against the building, like how you would see in high school bleachers when they collapse on themselves and go into the wall. This is the same kind of thing, but it was cement steps. It couldn't have done it, but it was like a sign telling me you cannot go in there. You're not going in there. And I see a plaque, one of those big, like bronze, a plaque built into the wall next to the door of this building. Mind you, the door is large wood not a real dark wood, but it's glazed, like got a gloss on it. Not gloss, but a glaze, thick. It's a nice door. We'll put it that way. And it's heavy. It wouldn't be a normal door to, I don't think, to a building like this, but it's there. And beside the door is this plaque. It's about, I'd have to say, 3 or 4 feet squared, and it's got writing on it. I don't know what the writing is, but it's one of those kind of plaques that's on a building that says, like, has the date just below a man's face, like almost like it looked almost like the head of a penny, maybe like that kind of thing, but it's a big square, 3 to 4 foot on to each side, and it's bronze. It looks like painted on, or dark, like the bronze with the darkness on it, where you can see that bronze or copper poking, could have been copper, poking through, and there's a man's face, the head of a man, like sideways, a side profile of someone, and you can see the upraise where that's there, and there's a date or something below that, the head, and then there's writing, but I can't make out any of it. It's just like something dedicated to someone, maybe to this building. Well, the thing is at that point I realize there's a hole. Now there's, past the building, like right there, it's like there's a ball team there. A child's maybe like 10-year-olds, a full ball team. And one of the little boys tells me, "Oh, I think they're closed now." But the little boy they have white uniforms on, and I'd swear they're old uniforms, like back in the day. Like the uniforms aren't old, they're new, obviously, but they're all white and they have a red stitch. Now, for some reason, everything in this dream, other than the purple flowers, seems to be red. The guitar pick has red on it. The screwdriver handle has red on it. And it just dawned, after thinking about it today, I think that's a key thing. The red in this, it pertains to someone. Now, that's the end of it. But I feel, after sitting and contemplating on this a while, I feel that this message is for a man. I think this happened to someone, and they had a choice to make between a music career, something to do with having a guitar and this guitar pick. If anybody, feels anything or something resonates from this for you, or for someone that you know, please let them know, or let me know. Leave a comment. It would be greatly appreciated, because when things like this happen, I want to know. It'll help me for future dreams and visions, that I'll know what might lead to my knowledge of what's going on, or it'll be clearer for me. But to this, the feel I'm getting off of it is I'm seeing through their eyes. I can't tell by their body or anything, but I think it's a man. I feel like it's a young man who's in college that needed to turn in, do things for school, to go to college, maybe because family wanted him to, and he wanted to do the music, so he didn't want to do what they wanted him to do, so that's why this broken screwdriver. And it's like an emblem. It's like I threw that back. He threw it back. He felt like he didn't need that, and he took the guitar pick, is what I think is happening here. I would like to know whether it worked out for this person. I don't get the feel that it worked out, because I feel like they didn't finish school like they were supposed to have a lasting career. I hope that their dreams of being a musician had happened, but if it hasn't, then I'd really like to know that. If anybody, if this is you, or if you know of anything, the little boys playing ball with the old style uniforms on, all white with red stitching on their clothes. I couldn't catch what their insignia of their team or anything was, but it was a little boy with short dark brown hair underneath a ball cap.